Some people treat astrology like a medical diagnosis, while others think astrology is complete nonsense. So let's actually look at the science today. No opinions. Let's actually look at the data and see what science says or has to say about astrology. Let's get into it. And this is coming from a Scorpio, so take that as you will. All jokes aside, let's actually see what astrology claims, what it is, and let's break it down. So, astrology claims that your personality is based on the positions of the celestial bodies or the planets at birth, basically where the planets were aligned when you were born and the location and time in which you were born. And based on that time, they say your zodiac sign influences your traits and behaviors and personality. And they claim that planetary movements can influence things like your relationships, your personality, how you connect with other people, etc. Okay, so what do the scientific studies say? They've done actually experiments on this to see if basically astrologers could match birth charts with personality profiles to see if there's actually any correlation between these claims of these personality types. And they wanted to test if these predictions could outperform chance or luck. And there's a famous study done in 1985 by Sharon Carlson where he basically did do an experiment to see if they could accurately predict, basically astronomers could accurately predict profile personalities. So this was basically a double blind study for astrology. But they found that professional astrologers couldn't actually accurately predict personalities or match them any better than chance would. And in the study, they were comparing zodiac signs with the big five personality types for when they were like testing this essentially. So psychology found that there was no significant statistic that could show that there was actually correlation between predicting the zodiac profile and the big five personality. So they didn't find anything bigger than chance essentially. Because when they tested under controlled conditions, they saw that there wasn't actually any big difference. So technically there is no scientific backing, but why do we still feel like they are really accurate in our personality? Well, there is actually psychology behind this. And it's called the Barnum effect. Basically, we accept vague statements about ourselves because they can apply to anyone and it feels like personal. For example, when you say you have great potential but you doubt yourself, that literally can apply to anyone ever because everyone thinks they have potential and everyone doubts themselves. It's a general statement that we feel like can apply to us, but in reality, it can apply to anyone. Because your brain is naturally seeking patterns, it wants to confirm beliefs that you already feel about yourself, and astrology does that really well. So it might not have scientific backing, but it still can be a way to reflect on yourself and the traits that you find that you value and other traits that you don't, because it is really a reflective tool about your own personality. And it can prompt self analysis and it can create a